Hello Teabags, Sinrick77 coming at you today from my YouTube channel. Doing another knife review today. Going to do a review over a knife that I have been using in my EDC for the past month. It's a good little knife, y'all. It's my first one ever, and I figured that, after a month it's time I start talking about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, Teabags, may I introduce to you the Spyderco Ambitious. Yes, this is my Ambitious. This is my first true blue Spyderco. The pin and the flashlight is just background to help prop the knife up and kind of give it a little bit more of a tactical look and feel about it, so that way y'all just not seeing the knife laying down on my Shegma here. Now let's go over some of the specs real quick. Now these are straight from Spyderco's website. The overall length is 5.812 inches or 148 millimeters. The blade length is 2.25 inches. That's 2¼ inches or 57 millimeters. The blade steel is 8CR13 MOV. Your closed length is 3.594 inches or 91 millimeters. Your cutting edge is 2.25 inches, once again 2¼ or 57 millimeters. Your total weight is 3 ounces, 85 grams. Your hole diameter, is 0.469 inches or 12 millimeters. I love the fact that Spyderco gives the, specs about the hole size. So that way, if y'all have a big wonking thumb like I do, if it'll work. So that's awesome. And handle material is G10. And this is a part of the their Tenacious series. It's it's in the same family as the Tenacious, Persistence, Resilience. They're Spyderco's value folders. When I say that, that means every single one of them is under a $100 price tag, and to Spyderco that is a value folder. This is out of my budget folder range. To me, a budget folder is somewhere in the neighborhood of $30. This one actually ran me about $45 at House of Blades in Dallas. You can find them online from, I think it's $25, the cheapest I saw it, on up to, the $55 range. Personally, the reason why I like buying most of my blades at House of Blades is A, it's my mecca, and B, I get to play with them before I buy them, and that's always a plus. Yes, they are overpriced on a bunch of stuff, but I would like to pay extra for the play. I get to sit there and I can go through like 5 or 6 or up to 10 knives if I want and pick out the one that I like the most. So there you go. See, it's really a small folder, y'all. I love the size for size blade ratio here, because for a little knife you got a really wide blade. It doesn't tell you how wide it is, but I'm saying somewhere right here from the top of your thumb ramp to here, which would probably be from here to here, or from here to here. Technically, you want to go from here to here as your wide point, but depending on how you stab things and the curvature of how you stab, you also want to go on an angle from here to here, because that right there will be penetration, penetration on a organic object, as I've seen. Because the only true way to get this measurement from here to here is if you bury this completely flat into something. And if that something is flat like that, completely flat, we'll use the pen as an example, then yes, you can actually bury it all the way up to that. But in organic things such as mammals, there are things as bone and curving and stuff like that. So you also have to take a second measurement from here to here. I'm telling you this as a hunter, as a butcher, as a chef. All right, y'all. Nah. But all right, y'all. Let's get back to the knife. Like I said, that's the widest part. I'm gonna give it maybe 2.5, 3 inches. Not that wide. I say more like 2.5. Yeah, about 2.5 inches wide. I really like this blade. It's light. It's really easy to carry. It's a bit small for me, but I've actually learned how to work and adjust to this knife, which it adjusts very nicely. Let's get that back in the frame there for a second. Spyderco does a beautiful job on their full flat grinds, which is what this one has. It really does take a wicked edge, y'all. I have no complaints about the edge at all. The only small complaint I have is the fact that the blade is just a little on the small side for me. But like I said, I have big hands, but that's it. I'm not going to bitch that it's made in China. I don't care where a knife is made. For those of y'all who do, get over yourselves. Alright, if you like the way a knife looks and if it functions well, then it's a good knife. It doesn't matter where it's made. I am all up for made in the US of A. I have quite a few made in the US of A blades. But on the same token, I also know the fact that if I stick strictly to made in the USA, I will not have over 300 knives in my collection. And I do collect and also still do use, y'all. No complaints at all, other than the size. There's really no trolls on this one, but this slight one right here, a large choil. It sits really well in your hand, y'all. It's small, it melts. It has, as y'all can see right there, which is a beautiful shot, it does have the phosphor bronze washers in it, which is nice. And to be more technical, y'all, those are not washers. Those would be bearings for those of y'all in the knife community. A washer is something to hold something in place. A bearing is something to aid in movement. And guess what? Those aid in movement. So they're bearings. It's called a plane bearing. Remember that terminology, y'all. A plane bearing. A plane bearing is a flat bearing. They are used in crankshafts a lot. Like almost every crankshaft you've come across at one point in time will have a plane bearing in it. It's only the terminology. So there you go. Like I said, it's got phosphor bronze plane bearings in it, which makes for a silky smooth, and I do mean silky smooth opening. If I wasn't scared right then, I probably would have got that one better. I got my little Spidey flick down pat, y'all. I just have this thing so sharp it scares me sometimes. 4-position pocket clip. What can I say? For having, it's a big knife for a small package. Alright, y'all. It handles every single cutting task you can throw at it. I've not chipped the blade, broken the tip, haven't bent the tip. As y'all can see, centering on this is pretty damn decent for those of y'all who are snobby about your centering. I do have this in the tip up for right hand pocket right now, and I'm actually wearing it for the right hand pocket, believe it or not. So yeah, y'all, if y'all want a nice little good tactical folder, that's a Spyderco. Come on, y'all. It's a 2-inch blade. You cannot go wrong. You ain't going to scare nobody. You pop this out in front of your grandpa, your grandma, and they're not going to sit there and be afraid about it. But yet, at the same time, having such a wide blade on it, somebody's going to think twice before messing with you. Alright, y'all? Alright. Well, as usual, I hope my video has informed as well as entertained. I actually really hope people actually catch on to the fact that those are not washers. It's not. They're called a plain bearing. Technically, if you want to get down to it, and any engineer will totally agree with me on that it's not a washer, it's a plain bearing. Washers are to keep nuts from countersinking. This is to aid in movements, which makes it a plain bearing. So I hope y'all get this education. I hope that spreads around, y'all. Alright, thank you very much. Comment and subscribe if you haven't. Tell your friends about me. Alright, y'all. Thank you very much, y'all. Remember, keep your finger in the choil and have a nice day.